Hi, welcome back to the second session, continuous to the AWS Cloud Computing Introduction. Yeah, now today we are going to discuss about the Amazon Web Services deployment models and the service models and how AWS is providing a service to the customers and the deployment to the customer. So in first section, so let's have a understanding about the deployment model and what type of the deployment models we have in the AWS cloud. Yep. So these are the deployment models: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud, and these are the most important deployment models which we use in AWS. Now let's try to understand about the public cloud and the private cloud and the hybrid cloud with an example. So like here, I have a learning management software where I have the students, I have the students, okay, and I'm providing the online material. Like this is a learning management software. Okay. Yeah. So assume that this is a kind of a learning management software, and which we are providing online study material to the students. Okay, so that where a student can directly log into the website and like he will go through all the AWS concepts. So yeah, so this is what an application, a learning management system. So assume that if I am planning to host this application, the learning management system application in AWS cloud. Yes, so where what I have to choose, which type of deployment I have to choose is like that the So here we have to understand, okay, which type of deployment I have to provide. The application deployment is like I wanted to access this URL from the global internet. That means then only the students or the employees, they can access this URL from the external internet, and they can access the material content, whatever we are providing this service to the students. So I'm providing like online material for my students, so that this is a kind of a public cloud. So I'm providing this application over public internet, so that the student wherever he sits in the world, so that he can access this URL and he can log in, okay, and I can go through all this content. So anywhere access. That is what the public cloud. Okay, and like the private cloud. So coming back to the private cloud, like if I wanted to restrict this only to the institution or any company, so if they are out of the institution or the university or out from the office, they should not be able to access the URL, the same URL. Okay, so like assume that this is a university and all the students, the university is providing online education, so that they have to sit and they have to access the content whatever the university is providing, so they should be able to access within the university. So once they cross the university, they should not be able to access. Like that kind of restrictions, it depends on the company, it depends on the university. So similarly, in real time we have many applications like email, YouTube. These are all like a public cloud, so we can access from anywhere. But if it is kind of like a banking sector, like the banks, they don't expose the employees or the banking information to the external internet. So they have a few applications, and they are only can be accessible when they are in the office. Similarly, when they are in the university. So if they're out from the university, so they are not able to access the URL. So that type of access is private cloud. Now let's coming back to the hybrid cloud. This is a simple example I'm giving. Okay, I'm using authentication to log into this website. Some authentication. Now I'm using the application standard authentication, where I'm creating the users in this learning management system application. Okay, so here is the login which I'm using is I have created a user in the application, this LMS software learning. So now the company wants to decide that, okay, they don't want to use the standard authentication. They don't want to use, they wanted to use their own login credentials. Okay. Yeah. So like if company wanted to access this information, they wanted to provide their company logins, and the users are created in on-premise, but the server is hosted in the AWS. So we have to enable a single sign-in authentication where we are not creating the additional users in the application, so that they can directly use their the Windows login, whatever they have in their office. So they use the same application login to log into this application. So the company don't want it to maintain the multiple login accounts, so that a few applications will be in customer network and few applications will be sitting in the AWS cloud. Now we are going to enable and establish a communication from the on-premise organization to the AWS cloud integration. So this type of scenarios is called the public cloud, sorry, hybrid cloud. So these are the three deployments we use, and let's coming back. So these are the definitions. The public cloud is public cloud allows systems and services to be easily accessible to the general public, so that the public cloud may be less secure, and because of its openness. Uh, com- um, like security wise, like if you talk about the private cloud allows systems and services to be accessible with an organization, and it is more secure because of its the private nature. And coming to hybrid cloud, it's like a mixture of public and private cloud, and the on-premise and the cloud integrations in which critical activities are performed and using the private cloud, while the non-critical activities are performed using the public. Okay. And coming back to the service models, AWS provides infrastructure as a service. Like if customer wanted to have the virtual machine server storage, so AWS provides infrastructure services, and the platform as service. Like if any of the customer need like a platform, like they want database service, web service, and the deployment tools, yes, AWS provides. And coming back to the one of the major important the other service is the software as a service. So like Gmail, it's kind of a software. They have applications nowadays. Application, the ERP companies, the product companies providing their application services as a software as a service. That means customer will get only the URL, and he will log into his admin console, and he will create a users, and he will share the login credentials with the user, and the customer does not don't care about their where is the server is located, and the data backup is that complete responsibility is taken care by the AWS, and who are managing the AWS services, some kind of managed services. So this is what the service models. um, so these are the three major service models: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. So thank you.